Welcome back to Showbiz Tonight. I'm AJ Hammer in New York. And tonight, the Bachelor bias. Tonight, two men are claiming that they were rejected by ABC's hit reality series The Bachelor because they're black. And today they filed an explosive class action lawsuit against ABC and the production companies who produce the show. Take a look at this now. These are all of the Bachelors in shows after 10 years and a total of 23 seasons. And as you see, not one person of color has been chosen to be the lead character in either The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. With us tonight from Hollywood, Matt Grant, who was The Bachelor back in 2008. Also joining me from Hollywood, Omarosa Manigault, who starred in the dating reality series Omarosa's Ultimate Merger, which was created with the idea of having diversity in dating shows. Omarosa is now the West Coast editor of Reality Weekly magazine. So guys, this is not the first time questions have been raised about the series. Last year, Entertainment Weekly magazine asked the show's executive producer, Mike Fleiss, why there wasn't more diversity in the series. Listen to what he said. "We always want to cast for ethnic diversity. It's just that for whatever reason, they don't come forward." Now, Matt, I got to know, what was it like for you when you went through the casting process? Did you find that there wasn't much diversity when you were competing for that coveted slot?
I was very lucky. I just randomly got found in London, and I was just straight in. I have to say, I don't think, having worked, and been the sort of lead in that show, that season, and worked with all the people around and all the exec producers, I don't think anyone's inherently racist. I do think there is an issue. I asked questions myself why there was only one black girl cast in my season. I think that The Bachelor should reflect the demographic of the country. I think it's farcical that we have a black president, but we've never had a black bachelor after almost 10 years of airing this show. So, listen, I think this is somewhat just and legit. There needs to be a reassessment. I think Mike Fleiss needs to look at having a black bachelor or bachelorette, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it and it just doesn't really make sense. It is not a reflection of our world in any way. A lot of dating shows out there. And Omarosa, you starred on your own dating show. You certainly understand the screening process. Do you think that The Bachelor and The Bachelorette intentionally stay away from casting men and women of color in their lead roles?
Well, I think it's extremely disappointing that after 10 years and 23 seasons that there has not been diversity. It's not just in The Bachelors. It's in the fact that when the contestants are cast, when the one token African-American contestant is cast, they don't make it past week 3 or 4. And I believe that they've never had an African-American make it past the 3rd or 4th week on the show. So there's something in the DNA of this show that does not reflect what's happening in America. And it is shameful. And they should absolutely try to be more inclusive when they go forth with their casting. And as Matt said, no one came out to cast for The Bachelor. These folks go out aggressively looking for people to serve as the next Bachelor and the next Bachelorette. So it's not about coming forward. It's them going out and seeking diversity that's needed in this case.
Yeah, and
the problem is...
Go ahead, Matt.
Sorry, AJ. The problem is that now The Bachelor has gone through the policy of just internally casting from previous seasons. Mm-hmm. So, of course, because there's no black people
right.
Or people of colour in the cast, it means that it's never going to change. So unless they actually proactively go and seek an individual of colour, then this will just carry on.
Well, it would be a shame if it takes the pressure of a lawsuit to force the producers to cast a person of color in the lead role, but if that's what it takes, that will certainly be good to see. And I should point out that we did reach out to ABC and the production company for a response. As of showtime, we'd only received a no comment. Omarosa Manigault, Matt Grant, I thank you both.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll have a special look back at the legendary Dick Clark, who passed away today. Remember